Man, we here again, man, with a special legendary town.
Come on, man.
Legend himself,
Come
man.
on,
Come
man.
on, this one right here is very epic, man. Cause we're gonna get down to the history of this shit right here, man.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the dude that all said, man, Mr. Eddi motherfucking Penthouse.
What's up, baby?
Come on, man.
What's up, Daddy-O?
Come on, man.
Come on,
This
man.
is a beautiful blessing right here.
Yeah, man.
So let's start from the very beginning. With
Come
this
on.
shit, man.
Come on, man.
Like, how was Eddi Projects even created?
That's good, man. That's a good question. Eddi Projects was kind of created, man, because I used to look up to the rest of the hitters, you know what I'm saying, before we was even called the hitters on the payroll, right? And so when we was kids, man, them niggas was hella bad before I even jumped off the porch or did anything, right? So them niggas was hella bad. They was running around, stealing while we in elementary, just doing all kind of crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas started selling dope for everything that you can think of. Young badass kids was doing in the 90s, they was doing it, right? And I just used to pull up, because we all played sports together, but we didn't live in the same neighborhood. So I just used to pull up coming from the Hunters and go rock with them and fuck with them. But I was more, you know what I mean, just laid back watching them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas is ill, right? So then as we got older, you know what I'm saying, I started getting more in the mix of what was happening. You know what I'm saying? And it was really me fitting in with what they had going on. You know what I'm saying? Wow. They had some shit going on. They was moving around. Black Dynasty, 2 of the hitters was on Black Dynasty album back in the day. Teenagers that people don't even know that Black Dynasty album. Polo and Fleshberg was on that Black Dynasty album. Word. Yeah. So watching all that shit had me like, man, these niggas is. I looked up to them in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? But I also knew that it's like I'm competing with this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you gonna be fucking with these niggas, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be somebody that stand out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be something. You feel me? So I started rapping, and they was like, man, that shit tight. Mind you, they on albums and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like, that shit tight. Keep rapping. You know what I'm saying? Keep writing. You know what I'm saying? But then I also knew that shit came with a character too. Like it came with, you had to, you know what I'm saying? So what I did was, once I jumped off the porch, and you know what I'm saying, I just start being like, this for me. This what I'm gonna do. This, you know what I'm saying? Because what happened really, I couldn't play sports no more because I crushed my ankle. That was my first love, right? So when I was in high school, I crushed my ankle. Everybody, you know, I was a good ass football player, right? That's how I know a lot of people, right? In Oakland, yeah, from sports, right? So when I crushed my ankles, you know what I'm saying, that shit was like depressing. You know what I mean? Like I went through a lot. So that steered me into, you said, fucking up, jumping off the porch, you know what I'm saying, doing all the wild shit, fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? So once I start fucking with them, I'm like, man, I'm about to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be the nigga. Like if I'm with them, I'm finna be the nigga. So I just start pressing the line, you know what I'm saying? And then it came to the point to where, shit, I started leading the pack damn near. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, you know what I mean? Because I looked up to them niggas, and that's like your little brother. You know what I'm saying? Your little cousin. He like, man, them niggas got to, and then he start elevating, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I did. So basically, Numbskull from the Loonies had a brother named Jeff the Theft. Jeff the Theft is who we was connected to. Right, they was really connected to. Not me, right? I'm just, cause I'm from somewhere else. So Jeff the Theft, Numbskull brother, had Kurt and Fletchberg under his wing. You know what I'm saying? So when the Loonies did Lunatic Music during that time, Jeff the Theft had a little penthouse by the lake. So we used to all fall up in that motherfucker hella deep. Just that was like, we slept, and if you was homeless, you slept at that motherfucker, right? Yeah, we had a place to go. So basically, he snatched up Kurt and Fletch, right, and took them to Numb. Like, these my artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kurt and Fletch was like, these my artists. So, and then he was like, what's their name? And then that nigga, Theft came over with the hitters on the payroll off the Loonies album. You know what I'm saying? Because they did that Killers on the Payroll. You know what I'm saying? So his mind, you know what I'm saying, how he was thinking back then in the day, man, it's the hitters on the payroll. Because he knew he couldn't say killer because, you know what I'm saying? He was already thinking ahead. So he said hitters on the, so then by this time, them two niggas, they going to ciphers with Kick this with 3 times, and they was, you know what I'm saying, that whole paraphernalia to the mob. Jeff the Theft was bringing them two to all them battles, Sido and, you know what I mean, 3 times, you know what I'm saying, the Gov overseeing everything, you know what I'm saying, Swoop G, all that, right? I wasn't nowhere near ready. And you know, most of that shit, I wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? They used to just come back to me like, bro, they was tearing our ass up. We was trying though, you feel what I'm saying? Right. And then one day, man, I was laying up with a bro.
So, hold on, before you
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
So was it these the days when like Chris Hicks was bringing people to the studio and was having people at the studio and that was battling and shit?
No, it was right after that. So it was when the Gov had paraphernalia. Yeah, he had the Loonies. He had 3 times. Well, they all was a clique. 3 times. Drew Down, Sido, all that shit was paraphernalia to the mob. That's what they was called, right? Swoop G from LA, all them niggas, and all them niggas was dope, and all them niggas was fucking with the Gov. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole clique. You know what I'm saying? And if you wanted to be a part of that clique, or you know what I'm saying, you had to be raw. You feel what I'm saying? So just so happened, when they put me in the hitters, the Gov kind of made that, because he had an artist, so he had that artist come stay at, his name was 2 Scoops. He had that artist come stay with us at the Penthouse, right? So when Gov did that, so now Gov like, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to be my street team for this Swoop album. You know what I'm saying? So we was a street team and shit for Gov. Yeah, he was hard. So we was a street team. He used to come drop niggas off groceries to Gov, drop niggas off groceries. We go jump in the van, posters on the wall and shit, doing all that shit for Swoop G album and shit like that. So we was kind of locked in, but we wasn't really ready like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas was really ready. You know what I'm saying? So it took us a little time. And basically what happened was, when they came and got me from the Broad House and said, man, you gonna be the 3rd member of Hitters on the Payroll, Numb took us straight to the studio.
Damn.
Yeah, we went straight to the studio with Numb, do a song with Numb, yep. And when I did my verse, that nigga was like, yep, I'm fucking with you. Yep.
So this like 98, 99.
Yeah, like 99. 98, 99. Yep, 98, 99. Yep, for sure. Sure. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Heavy fan of y'all with that shit.
Yeah.
I got some of this on the payroll.
Yeah. Yeah. So we, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how all that shit started, man. And we was just figuring that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And they made me the 3rd member of the Hitters. And I wasn't even Projects then. I was just Eddi P. Right? I was just Eddi P. I wasn't even Eddi Projects. So what happened was, Polo came back from Atlanta. He was in Atlanta for some years. He came back. We gotta make him the 4th member, because he was already on top of his shit. But when he came back, he wasn't no more. So None was like, hell no. Every song he got on, no. I ain't fucking with him. Like, for hell long. Until one day, that nigga Polo did, he was on one of them songs on the Hitters on the Payroll album, and that nigga came hella hard. I say, it was over. I say, bro, keep that delivery right there. That's it. That nigga kept that delivery, and then he wasn't nothing Numb could say no more. It was like, man, we've been riding for him. He got it. He back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we fucking with. So Numb finally was like, all right, he could be in the group type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So with the connection with Numb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now like the big brother of the group, right?
Yeah.
So Numb left the Loonies, and he created
Hitters on the Payroll. Yep.
So from the Hitters on the Payroll, you was pushing the Eddi P. That's chubby Eddi P then.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. All gas. Yeah.
You start putting out a few hit singles and shit on your own.
Yeah.
All Like Me.
Yeah. Breezy as ever.
Yeah. When I fall in, it's falling my way.
Yeah. Punk bitch. Yeah. Fact. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have had major success with a lot of radio sensations on your own and with your group.
Yeah.
But how did the connection come in with your town Thizzness though?
Man, they see me pushing. You know what I'm saying? They see me pushing, and matter of fact, it was like a year ago. I seen Stretch doing a podcast, and he was talking about that. He was saying like at that time that he grabbed me to be a part of that. As far as Oakland, the town, because they was putting together the town Thizzness. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Beeda, and Stalin that was really had shit rocking. Yeah. We was like exactly the forefront of the shit, and we was really, really rocking. So he was like, that's who I want to do town Thizzness with. You know what I'm saying? So they hit me and was like, can you produce an album for this, you know what I'm saying, for this situation? I got to it. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I got to it. So I got to it and put together an album. Yep. And we did that. We rocked out.
And that was some big shit at that time.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the tour shows and shit that y'all was going through the Southern Roads.
Yep. Yeah.
All up to Washington down towards.
Had it lit. Yeah.
I seen that shit come to light in a great, great deed. Like you said, just having yourself, Beeda, and Stalin in the forefront of the town at that time was a great look. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the first time that we didn't seen in a long time the streets put in a different light.
Facts.
The mob era. And that was around the time when the hyphy were really transitioning with mob hyphy together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a fact.
And it was dope to see real representation come from us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you were standing tall through it all.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Through this time of you doing this music shit, like, have you felt like you reached any part of your peak?
Nope. That's why I feel like now, that's why I feel like I'm still doing music and still hungry the way I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I still got, you know what I'm saying, some shit out there that I can do. You know what I mean? More. You know what I'm saying? Like I could step it up another level. Because you got to think, now that I've been back, I still was just trying to figure it out. Projects, I had all the confidence in the world. I was up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But taking off, you know what I'm saying, 7, damn near 10 years off, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm coming back trying to figure it out. And I kind of damn near just got through you know what I'm saying? The Mekanix snatched me up like, hey, you think you can do this? Yeah, for sure. So that just turned the light bulb back on like, man, I still got it. Right? But at the same time, it's like, I'm creating, but it ain't like I'm all the way there. Like, you know what I'm saying, mentally and like got the confidence. Now that shit coming together like, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my swag back together, you know what I'm saying? Getting my look right. You feel what I'm saying? I'm getting everything together. Now the confidence is starting to come in. So now I'm about to play around with it a little more.
So basically it's like a re-entry back into the game because from what I know of, you had an early experience with Dot. Coming into the game before the Mekanix was created.
Exactly, yeah.
And how was that experience, to see something between Dot by yourself working with him and then from Dot to bringing Tweed involved and creating the Mekanix to having one, conjunction, a family right there on Fairfax. That was a big ass hub, to have multiple entities and multiple superstars amongst, one whole family right there. You got Stalin right there that was coming through over there. You had the hitters on the payroll. You had Keith coming through. You know what I'm saying? It was a pioneer spot.
Then the mob figures started coming through there. It was serious.
It was serious.
It was serious.
Like, how did that make you feel, you know what I'm saying, amongst all this great talent, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, to be honest, bro, I didn't even... It was all just going, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shit seemed like it just happened, like all of a sudden, like, you know what I'm saying? Because when we first pulled up to Tweed House, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't smacking like that, you know what I'm saying? Right. But when we just started mixing and mingling and doing our thing, it just, and putting the shit out, motherfuckers just started swarming to that motherfucker, bro. Out of nowhere, like I didn't see it, and then why everybody here, it's just like, we just having fun, chilling. Doing our shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and at the same time, when it's still, and it's like a mini competition with everybody that's coming through, so you got to be on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, you got the mob figures here, you got Keith falling through, you got Stalin, he coming up, so he the hungriest because he up under everybody. But he the hungriest. He coming that motherfucker with a backpack on full of CDs off the rip, right? Selling them motherfuckers and nigga trying to rap. You feel what I'm saying? At the same time, so he coming through that motherfucker like, man, I gotta. So it was just a lot of competitive energy, you know what I'm saying, in that motherfucker, for sure.
With a lot of the grind tactics and shit from back then and now today, like, how do you feel it coincide with today, and how do you feel like it's kind of different?
I mean, first and foremost, it's different because of social media, the different part of it. You know what I'm saying? Totally different. I think that the grind, you can see the grind by the people, because you got people that was grinding, selling CDs, telling their CDs on the corner, moving around, giving out flyers and all that, right? So I can see those people online, the ones that's doing everything they're supposed to do online, on Instagram, on TikTok, as far as artists, always posting, always got new videos, always got new content, always got this, that, you know what I'm saying? So that, to me, when I see that, I be like, okay, he can be one of the ones that was on the corner selling his CDs or moving around at different clubs, passing out flyers and shit like that, when I see people online moving like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, right, so you say you took a while off, and I remember that, so what put you in the mind frame to be like, you know what I'm saying, I need to step away, you know, have some time for myself, and take some time out for my children and the rest of the foundation of the real world?
Yeah, it was my family, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta think of it like this, like I'm doing a whole lot of running around, but it wasn't like no money being made like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got a family, you know what I'm saying, at the crib, and they getting older, you know what I'm saying? You know, your kids go from eating Happy Meals to to Big Mac meals and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different kind of budget, like this on a small scale is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They want Jordans, they want this, they want that. You feel what I'm saying? When I'm out hustling, yeah, I'm hustling on the side and doing this and working and I'm doing everything, right? But once I figured out like I was doing too much and it wasn't enough, I had to lock in, right, and figure out the game in life to be like, man, I needed something that's gonna bring me some good money, some good bread, and lock in on that and be there for my girls. I had all girls, so I gotta be there. I gotta be in the house. I can't be running around and I have girls. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what made me do it, bro. Was me looking at my girls. You know, I'm looking at my household like, man, you know, I gotta sit my ass down and figure this out.
Hey, a lot of men don't take heed to those situations until they lose it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
For you to pick heed up at the time that you did, that's great, bro. And I honor you as that, because I'm a father of a daughter too as well, outside of duty and my other son. So, you know, so many people just know me as pushing my sons that they don't really see the fact that I'm a dad girl too.
Yeah.
That love that these little girls be needing is completely different than these boys. Not saying that they not, you know, because they all one and the same, because they children. But at the same time, that love from a man has to be nurtured right, or they go looking for that type of love.
Man.
Some type of individual that can trick them into doing, you know, selling that ass.
Yeah, man. Having them on the pole, all kind of shit, man. And that's what it is. I wasn't having that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna put my 110% effort into them. You know what I'm saying? So none of that'll happen. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So, and you know, I think I did a good job, man. I made the right decision. You feel what I'm saying?
Great job.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we gotta sit our heart out as fathers, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more than we do, because the mothers get they get that.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's big to even stop something that you love,
man.
To be able to give back to your family because you love them this much or more.
Come on, man. And you got to look at the same time doing that, bro. When I'm taking that break off, I'm looking at everybody do their thing, bro. Can you imagine that, bro? I'm watching the Stalins grow. I'm watching the Filthies grow. I'm at home looking like, damn, bro. That shit was tearing me up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
But you know your driven purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
And who's to say that it would have turned out to be?
That's what I'm saying, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I most definitely, you know, to keep it all the way 1,000, I most definitely wouldn't have been able to keep my family like that, for sure. It would, you know what I'm saying? Wifey wasn't going to, how shit was going and shit was moving around, it wasn't going to be that. ain't nobody hanging around that,
There's a
bro.
lot of brothers that we know that was doing the music shit around the time. They lost their families.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Losing your family for something that, you know, that you love as well is kind of hard.
Yeah, it's
But,
hard.
you know, a lot of times that shit come due to niggas having sneaky situation with other little bitches. And,
Yeah,
you know, living a rapper life.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure,
I'm saying?
for
And
sure.
It's fucked up because rappers get a fucked up stigma when a lot of rappers don't be on what other niggas is. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But sometimes what's portrayed to the world is what women pick up on faster. You know what I'm saying? Just like how they had a love and hip hop shit. A lot of them fell victim to what they seen of what they thought rap niggas
Yeah.
in the studio or out in the Bible. And everybody don't move at that. But when sometimes you see your core audience or your peers doing that shit, it's
Yeah.
kinda like maybe my nigga doing that shit too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Make it
yeah.
blurry. So
For sure.
I'm very aware of that shit from having to deal with situations with my wife with this shit for doing it for so long.
Yeah,
too. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it's a hard shoe to fill. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be here and sit there and be like, oh, this shit easy and woo. No, it's a lot of temptations. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And then there's a lot of people who come with weird agendas without being real. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I tune to, you know, keep myself away from a lot of shit and just kept it business. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't putting myself in the position to lose on my motherfucking house.
Straight up. Come on, man, for real. Nah, man.
Hotels and shit.
Come
like
on.
that.
Nah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Nah. Mm-mm.
So that's a big accomplishment. But what does mental health mean to you?
Actually, mental health mean a lot, bro. Cause I'm just finding out, like, as I'm older and I'm dialed in with certain shit. Like, I told the wife I was finna, cause she already go to counseling and shit like that. She go therapy and shit. So I told her at the top of the year I was gonna start, you know what I'm saying, going. But I look back at my childhood and I see like a lot of shit that I went through, a lot of trauma, a lot of just, you know, depression, you know what I mean? Especially when I stopped playing football. I couldn't play football no more. I went all that shit that was going through my head. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Just the dark side, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to do everything bad. Like, nothing is good, everything is bad type shit, you know what I'm saying? And I did a lot of shit during them years. And just growing up as a kid, looking at myself as a kid, it's like, man, yeah, I for sure need to sit down on somebody's couch and talk to them about a lot of shit, you know what I mean? Because I went through a lot mentally, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for sure. So I'm most definitely tuned in, and mental health mean a lot to me.
Man, a lot of times too, like you saying, we put band-aids over it, you know what I'm saying, and we think we heal from situations that we not because we don't never have the time or amongst a safe space to speak upon shit without having judgment, you know what I'm saying, especially as us men coming from hoods and poverties and blocks and turfs and shit. Motherfuckers always think that a nigga up always got it, you know what I'm saying, on point, but when sometimes niggas be needing time for themselves to be able to figure out self again, you know what I'm saying? We put so much time and energy into others to where you can lose yourself without even knowing that you're losing yourself, you know? And just to hear you say how much that mean to you, you know what I'm saying? I feel the same way, bro, because I done been there, you know what I'm saying? And wanting to stop and so many people is relying on you, but it's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I keep going? Nigga had to keep faith and had to take religion in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, had to start looking up to God, like, man, if all my niggas around me dying and going through this situation, what's gonna be my option? You feel me? It's like, let me clean up my journey a little bit. So I commend you on that, bro. You know, taking heed to mental health. And
We got to, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, growing up in the city, you know what I'm saying, men don't like to talk about that, or you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It was like, man, you better stop crying, you know, suck it up, or, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't a conversation, and nobody was even thinking about no therapist or going to therapy, you know what I'm saying? And everybody going through trauma, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood, you feel what I'm saying? You got men and women going through trauma, and then you got the men and women trauma bonding together, you know what I'm saying? And nobody is getting no mental help, man, you know what I'm saying? You done seen a lot of shit in the streets where, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers walking down the street, even now, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers walk, back in the day, you used to see a lot of niggas walk down the street butt naked, going crazy, like, all kind of shit, yeah, all kind of shit, and you know, people just be traumatized or just mentally fucked up, and wasn't nobody getting help, and wasn't nobody talking about it back then, you know what I'm saying? But now it's more out there, it's more open. A lot of people talking about it. A lot of people going to get counseling, going to therapy and shit like that. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing now, because now we can sit down as men on this podcast, right? And we can talk about, hey, you know, mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? And I can sit here and tell you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm looking for a therapist right now, type shit. So yeah, it's a good deal.
I done been there too. You know what I'm saying? Having judgment with my wife because she was going, like you said, before me, same shit. Like, and I had to take it amongst myself to try to just take a little step. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we be afraid to speak upon that type of shit because we look at it like we don't want nobody to judge us. You know what I'm saying? Like, think I'm crazy or something. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, trauma experiences and living in poverty and having to deal with shit that niggas did and sometimes shit that niggas have seen at homes with parent situations and shit, that'll have your mind thinking different as you elevate within life. You know what I'm saying? To either you don't want that type of shit to experience within your own family or just experience it, period, within the whole. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is draining. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, traumas in life situations be draining the fuck out of us, you know, but to move on a little bit,
Yeah.
you know, what has life taught you through all this shit?
That's a good question, man. Man, life really taught me, just going through my trials and tribulations, is, you know what I'm saying, you really gotta reflect, you know what I'm saying, on yourself, you know what I mean, and you really gotta pour into yourself, and be the guy that you want to be, because it had been in situations to where I had to look in the mirror and be like, man, I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that. Or when I'm sitting down with somebody and they telling me, I did this or did this, did that. Like, when you think about it, man, you got to really know yourself and you got to really dig deep and be like, do I want to be this guy or do I want to be a good guy? You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I learned in my life going through my situations is, man, I don't want to be the bad guy. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I want to be a stand-up guy, solid guy. I want to be the guy that my family members can, you know, ask for advice. You know what I'm saying? Ask for whatever they may need. I want to be the guy that's over my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, you feel, cousins, nieces, nephews, you know what I'm saying? Take care of my mama, all that. That's the guy I want to be. You know what I mean? And that's the guy I worked on being when I was taking that time off. You know what I'm saying? To even coming down to, you know what I'm saying, no record deal, no nothing. I bought my mama a house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so that's where my mind was at. You know what I'm saying? My mind was like, I gotta be the guy. I don't want to be that guy. You feel what I'm saying? So that, you know, that was something big in my life that I worked hard for, just because, like I said, I was trying to be that guy and just learning that I want to be better.
That's every man's value, you know what I'm saying? I believe, you know, when we was growing up, was to one day be able to build and buy your parents a house. So to see you do that, bro, in real time, bro, I commend you on that, bro. And I'm proud of you, bro, because there's a lot of times, bro, as black men, we scared to tell each other that we proud of them, you know what I'm saying, and congratulate them for what they do, for how you stepped up to do that as a man, you know. You probably wanted to do it early on in your rap career because that's probably always been a dream, but to still do it with present day while you're still alive is one of the best things that you ever can do, and your mama can smell it while she's still alive. You feel me? That's one of the biggest glories, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than anything that you can accomplish besides having children and you know, having a wife, you know? That's big, bro. You know. I remember back in the day when you was in your CEO bag and shit, when you was pushing Wu, you know what I'm saying? You was pushing Neff, when Neff was trying to be a rapper and shit, they be talking about, bro, these beats, bro, these beats, bro. You know, how did that feel to be able to bring some of your family members apart, like how you was a part of the hitter shit at the beginning, you know what I'm saying, but doing it with your little brother and cousin, you know what I'm saying, but you was playing the part of running the show there. How did that feel?
Man, it felt good. It felt great during the time, but at the same time, when I look back, the situation I was in, one of the situations I had to fall back, you know what I'm saying? I look at it and be like, damn, I fucked up in a sense. You know what I mean? Because I had all of them youngsters up under me, right? And I was on my CEO bag, but I really couldn't really do nothing with them. in a sense, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to hustle, get shit going for me so I can really put them on how they supposed to be put on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we gotta lock in on me, then to put them on type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't working out for me like that. You know what I'm saying? But I had them with me. You know what I'm saying? They on stage doing shows. You know what I'm saying? We put together a couple mixtapes. I had them on all my albums. You know what I'm saying? That I put out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that was just one of the things that I wish I could have did is like really what I had lined up and what I structured. I wish I would have been able to just really make that happen. You know what I'm saying? In a real kind of way.
Though, you made it happen in different type of ways though. Cause look at them brothers today. Wu got a beautiful family, taking care of his children, household. You feel me? They're doing A&R shit, building businesses, and you know what I'm saying, opening up little bar mitzvahs and all types of shit.
Yeah, for sure.
He doing big shit. So you know,
yeah, for sure.
Your experience of gratitude, you feel me, was always dear in their minds. You feel me? And they took heed for everything that you done for them and leading them as a real true big home. You feel me? Because them niggas could have fell off the face of the earth if you wasn't leading by the right example. Sometimes we don't pat ourselves on the back enough because we still think that we fucking up, but you did a great job though, bro. Because as you can see, 20 years, 25 years later, look at the situation, because Wu was with the shizzle. You feel me? And for him to transition into that full fathering man that take care of his beautiful family, bro, the way that he do, that shit is excellent, bro. Because if people don't know where you come from, they would never understand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to see how far Nefton came, you feel me? Like you did a hell of a job, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't be knowing where these brothers be founded at, because everybody tuned to get older and we do our own things. But I think it's time to show more homage to the people who done it before us, bro. And you know, and that's the reason why I built this platform, you know what I'm saying, to show homage to those that have done it. You feel me? Instead of always bringing up negative viewpoints on what's going on in the world or in their life or what's going on in the society. Like, now let's uplift motherfuckers and talk about the great things that they have done. It's too easy to pick up any negative aspects of what a nigga been seen or been through. Let's talk about all the great things that niggas is doing. You feel me? So, you know, with that said, you came back into the game. You know what I'm saying? Whole new approach. You know what I'm saying? Whole new look. They look like he about 19 years old. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? To see you come back smiling, bro, feeling good, looking good, smelling good, bro. And you're an elder in this shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to have you back, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the status quo, how you doing it and where you at, how you delivering it, came back as Eddi Penthouse was so classic. That was different. You feel me? Because a lot of us in this game was going to be looking for Eddi projects, but you came so seasoned as being well-rounded as a grown-up and a pure man now. We have to take it at what you was giving it to us. And to offer what you gave us, it gave us a stand to understand Eddi P is a grown-ass man. You feel me? And it's so player, bro. Like, the shit that you've been putting out, it's hella player, hella dope, bro. It's, you know, it's something that I really in there seen of you years ago, but it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just catching up.
That's what I was just having a conversation with somebody on another situation. Is if you listen to all my old shit, you will hear Penthouse in a lot of songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would hear, like, man, I had a song on my first album, Now or Never, bro. I did a song about all the women in my life. My grandmother, my mother-in-law, my mom. Like, I used to already do shit that was because you got to think, during this time, I'm already transitioning because I'm in the house with my daughters already. While I'm still outside. You feel what I'm saying? So once I got to the point to where I was like, man, I'm about to take a break, or I'm about to be cool for a minute. When I came back to the game, I knew I couldn't talk about what I was talking about before 100%. I would be lying to everybody, and you know what I'm saying? I would be lying to all my fans or anybody that I'm trying, any new fans, right? So I'm man enough to know and grown enough to know I can't lie to these people. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to talk about what I'm doing right now and how I'm living right now. So everything that I rap about right now is what I'm doing in real time, in real life right now. You know what I'm saying? So the people that follow me on social media, when I talk about this, that, taking trips, that, I said I really do that now. I'm really in a position to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really able to go to Cabo a couple times a year. I'm really able to, just came back from Tahoe. I'm really, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, building wealth. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to teach, invest. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all that. Right? What I'm talking about is really what I'm doing right now. So I knew I had to talk about how I'm living right now.
So it seemed like within these last couple of years that you done picked up a lot of financial literacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I stay on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I stay on the, Earn Your Leisures, following them. I'm just trying to, the past couple of years I've been really trying to figure it out. I'm always trying to grow, bro. Somehow, some way, you know what I'm saying? Nothing is enough. You know what I'm saying?
From my understanding and from what I'm seeing, bro, you done figured it out, bro. I mean, I can feel the purity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Talking to you, bro. I can feel the love that you've been missing, that you feel again, that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, this shit is it's a great feeling, bro, just to be able to see you back around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even understand how much work it take and how much motivation and dedication that it take to keep this shit going. You know what I'm saying? And like we said earlier, to leave this shit alone and step in the room to be a family man, taking that under consideration, because a lot of times us as niggas, before we come man, we don't give a fuck. So that means that you had to actually took in early in the man situation to be like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna throw this nigga had away for a minute, you feel me? And that's some serious shit, you know what I'm saying, to really take in and take heed to. You know, I suggest a lot of men, except like if you're not really mentally, physically there, or if your financial shit ain't right, you know what I'm saying, get your shit right first and then come back to the drawing board, and then you can play the game that you want to play, so you don't got to be somebody's puppet or pawn, you know what I'm saying? And you'll have more leverage in the game. Like as he was saying, he had different situations of pushing different artists, pushing himself, but the leverage wasn't there because he didn't feel like the collateral was there.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
But in today's situation, it's a different penthouse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man. You know what I'm saying?
We on the top floor, man.
Yeah, we on the top floor. And I always, even when I do business now with people, man, I always, because back then in that situation when I had everything going, my mindset was always get over type shit. You know what I mean? So now that when I'm doing business in this music shit now, I overly let people know that I'm here to do real good business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my mind, my mentality was always take, get over. You know what I mean? So, I didn't have the capital then, and by not having a capital, it was always some slick shit going. So I told myself, coming back, since we got a little more capital, you know what I'm saying, business is business across the board, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I overly do it. Sometimes people be like, man, it's cool. I'm like, no, I'm just like, I'm telling you this. I'm talking like this because back then, I wouldn't be talking to you like this.
But it was a lot of situational things that had to transpire within this cultural shit. Like, niggas weren't taught business out here. Niggas were taught to get over and snake and backdoor you and give you whatever the fucking nigga get about you. You know what I'm saying? So we had to relearn, reteach, re-strategize. You know what I'm saying? And that type of shit ain't easy. You got to change the people who you around, the people who you associate with, how you get your bag, how it come and how it smell, how it tastes. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people not willing to take in that full transition, because to have that full transition, it's really accepting that I'm a motherfucking man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are faced in still being boys, and they think they man because of the age that they are. You know what I'm saying? But niggas make a lot of still boy mistakes, and it's all right because we got time to grow,
You do.
So that be one of the biggest things I think within men today, taking accountability and being honesty about a lot of shit.
Most definitely. Taking accountability is real huge, you know what I'm saying? And that's what, I learned, you know what I'm saying? Just taking accountability and know who I was and try my best not to be that person, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I lead with, I'm a stand-up solid guy that's trying to do good business.
So what is the next 2 years of vision for Eddi Penthouse?
You know what, man? I got a couple projects that I'm working on. I got a couple singles that I'm working on, but I'm also trying to, what we was talking about earlier, now that situation is better, I'm trying to grow that Payroll family entertainment company, right? I'm trying to get a few artists, you know what I'm saying, up under my belt, you know what I mean, that's hungry and that's trying to do their thing, you know what I
Y'all
mean?
hear that?
Yeah,
Y'all hear that?
yeah.
So
yeah.
this
Yeah.
either can be a now thing or a future endeavor, man. He looking for artists, man.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to reach out, you know what I'm saying, to be there and be like, get some information from an OG that have done this shit for many moons that know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't just be talking, but this man have done it on high skills. He done been on cameos, he done been on MTVs, he done been on BETs, he done been there. So it's a difference when you can get this up and close. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't be having people that they can connect with up and close with, you know. But this is one of my true pilots, my true friends that I can actually say that he got an opportunity for you. And if a motherfucker putting this land out there for a friend, y'all better get to this shit, cause it ain't really too many days that they're gonna be like, I'ma fuck with you.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
I'ma fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you could tell your younger self one thing right now, what would it be?
My younger self, what would it be? Dang, that's a good one, bro. I would tell him, man, be you. Stay locked in on you and be you. Don't be what you think the world needs you to be or what the streets need you to be. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And because that person was already originally fly. He was originally cool. You know what I mean? So the street shit really ain't do nothing but gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? Just be you, man.
For the youngest that's in the streets and shit, and that's playing politics and shit, but probably want to be involved with the music shit, but ain't dope enough to be in this shit, and they putting out video content and music, what would you tell them or suggest to them how to do this shit without being involved with that dumb shit?
Man, that shit is fucked up, I think, man, that it is how it is now because, you know, back when we was doing it and talking shit or even just having beefs with different people, like it wasn't that serious. But now it's so many youngsters rapping and so many of them in the politics, it bring a different high to the whole game. Like it's at a high level because there's so many more people rapping and there's so many more youngsters into the politics. Man, I would tell them, man, I mean, I'm pretty sure they all hearing it, you know what I'm saying, that, man, stay locked in on what's gonna get you the money, man. And stay locked in on what's gonna keep you alive. Stay locked in what's gonna keep you out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Like the politics, man, I'm not a, you know what I'm saying? I don't play with that, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna do nothing to you but send you to jail or dead, right? And at the same time, you can't even go get the money because you politicking too much, right? You can't even come outside how you want to come outside and move around how you move around. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what, you know what I'm saying, whatever time y'all on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say, man. Y'all stay locked in to where the money at, you know what I mean, and what's gonna keep you out of jail, man. And dead, man. Straight up.
I got one last question for you.
Yeah.
If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
Damn, if we could change anything, I would say younger, in my younger days, even my young adult days, it would just be the insecure factor of who I was. So that insecure person had to put somebody in front of him to shield who I was in the inside. You know what I'm saying? So I grew to put somebody in front of him, but you know what I mean, I still was an insecure young man. And I with that insecurity, I treated people I love a certain kind of way too. You know what I'm saying? And that made me not trust a lot of people just off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just that young dude that was just insecure, man. You know what I mean? And dealt with that.
One more. What's the state of the hip hop in Bay Area right now, man? How you feel about this shit?
The state of the hip hop in the Bay Area. I love it. You know what I'm saying? To keep it 100, I love that it's people out here doing their thing and people out here working. You know what I'm saying? I like what's happening with everybody that got these songs that's popping, that's moving, traction. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of traction. Yeah, it's a lot of traction. I just feel like if we can just bridge the gap with everybody, you know what I mean? Like if everybody was just, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to say
alliance, some type of way.
You know what I'm saying?
It needs that though.
How like Atlanta dudes.
I mean, it was like that for us when we was doing the hyphy movement.
We was doing the hyphy movement, man.
Motherfucker coming 30 different rappers, the top rappers performing in one night, the same area.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's when I'm putting that shit together to where if I don't give, if Fab and them doing something, if Fab and them got a show, Lil B and them supposed to be coming and they supposed to be opening up or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it supposed to be all together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with that, for sure.
It shouldn't be I'm not saying that it's separation, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that. I'm just saying that
it's a lot of miscommunication.
Yeah, like, it can be together more.
I think, I think in due time with sitting at the round table, like how we doing right now, and it's having that real true powwow grown up conversation, that I think with the right people in the building that it can happen, where a lot of people can leave their egos out the, leave their egos out the door, man. And let's put on for the area, man, the right way and keep these blessings coming.
And I want to throw that out there, man. Like when I say like you, is because when I sat back and watched you for a long time before I even reached out to you in a sense. But I was just watching you, how you was bringing everything together and you was giving people outlets and you having these conversations on your live and you doing this and you doing that, and I'm sitting here watching you, bro. And I'm like, man, this nigga is a solid nigga, man, because he is really trying to put on for the town and put on for the Bay. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy you put this podcast together because now you're taking it to another level to connect niggas and try to put niggas out there and, you know what I'm saying, do right by the Bay. You feel what I'm saying? And I just want to give your flowers, big dog, because I had to tap in with you. Like, I had to jump in your DM.
I was coming for you. I was coming for you anyway, man. It's a no-brainer though, Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took a lot of that shit and following y'all when I was doing my group, the Sluggers. You feel me? When we used to do a lot of opening shows and shit for y'all and shit when y'all was popping and shit. So, I just look at it like, no matter what we at in life, we supposed to always show that homage and that respect and that solidarity. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And you always been a good dude to me, bro. So I ain't gonna never not show my solidarity back to you. You feel me? Bro. So when I seen you back at it, I'm like, bro, this perfect timing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't. Why wait? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get on this shit now, and for you to still came, push your word, bro, hear from me, bro, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? Enough. Because when you building a new structural podcast or a new structural business, a lot of times people not gonna fuck with you until it's fully built.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of things are how I've been moving and how I approach things. People love it, you know what I'm saying, because they know it's coming from a genuine place, fact. And I just want to see us all win. It's too easy for us to be divided, but it's hard for us to be together.
Sure.
And I just been trying to get motherfuckers to understand that, like, we better together than we is divided any day.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We can be doing hella shit for ourselves, but it's a harder situation than taking heed and do something for the next man.
For
you know what I'm saying? That spending $1 on the next motherfucker without even wanting nothing back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Putting motherfuckers on billboards to make sure that our city look like how it's supposed to.
Come on, man.
And I got something for you too.
Yeah.
So, your next project, next single, whatever, I'm behind that shit.
Come on, man.
Send me the artwork.
Yeah.
I'm doing the billboard.
Come on, man.
Keeping this shit.
Come on, man.
Town or nothing.
Love, bro. Love, bro. Come on, bro.
Definitely. Why I'm here though? Why we gonna finish this shit out, man? I want to give Eddi P Eddi motherfucking Projects, Eddi Penthouse,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's motherfucking roses, it's flowers, it's gold bars, while you can hear, while you can smell it, bro.
Come on,
You
man.
don't want to wait till you dead, you gone.
Yeah.
Where you can't receive your love, your solidarity, your contributions, bro. The part that you done played into the shit, risking your lives on nights to where nigga didn't know the nigga was gonna make it home.
Facts.
You feel me? But
Yeah.
you kept it copacetic for the Bay Area, for Oakland, to be a part of your life and your journey, bro. And I thank you, bro, and I commend you, bro. Being a great father, bro. Being a great man, a big brother, bro. A cousin, bro. A loved one, bro. A real friend to people, bro.
Come on.
When you probably even know that you was being one.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Big
You know what I'm
love,
saying?
bro.
Thank you for coming back to the game, bro. It was missing you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably didn't want to tell you that motherfucker was missing.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're saying, you need to get yourself right to be able to present yourself to others to be accepted for what you want them to know about you now. You feel me? And I thank you for that, bro.
Big time, bro.
Keep being a great man, bro.
Big
keep
time.
putting this town shit to the map, man.
Big time,
Thank
baby.
you for coming today, man.
Yeah.
Wake
Big
your
love.
motherfucking ass up podcast, man. My special guest, man, Eddi motherfucking Penthouse, man, the OG himself.
You know
Payroll,
what I'm saying?
nigga.
Payroll, baby.
You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
up, man.
Is there any last, words of wisdom you want to give, or you want to give any shout outs to anybody and shit?
Man, shout out the whole Payroll, man. You know what I'm saying? Payroll Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We gonna stay down. We trying to come back. You feel what I'm saying? But make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, man. EDDI Penthouse, man. You know what I mean? Y'all tap in and see what I got going on. Appreciate the love, man. For sure.
Panther, man.
Yeah,
Eddi, man.
yeah.
Penthouse,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the top. Nigga, not
Yeah,
in
come
the
on.
middle, nigga,
We
at
got
the
our feet.
top,
We got our
man.
feet kicked up, baby.
Come on, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to our sponsors, man. Beef Fiends, man. Evelyn Jones and Cookies, man. Thank y'all for fucking with us. We here, man. We out.